wouldn't do anything. And then eventually, you know, I called for an appointment, and it took about another 4 or 5 months after that to get the appointment.
Of course, yeah.
I got in to see the appointment, and I got in there, and I was so scared. I was like, I thought to myself, yeah, there's got to be a growth of my vocal cords or something like that. And then I feared, like, what if I go in there and they say there's, like, they can't see anything wrong with my vocals? Like, I just fucked them, and this is how I am now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but we had started the album, and my throat was fucked, so I didn't want to do vocals. And that's why it started to take so long. But then I went and they saw something, so I said, okay, well, can we wait until I've done the surgery and let's just keep practicing and tightening them up, you know? We get to the point where my surgery's done and I'm starting to feel better, and we think to ourselves, like, we've been playing these songs a lot and they sound so much more different than when I fucking recorded the guitar parts before I'd even met them, and then we'd thrown it all together. So it was like, why don't we just start re-recording this album, like, and do it quick? You know what I mean? Like, clearly we know this shit. So let's re-record it, and let's make sure that it sounds how we want it to sound, because now we've known each other for a year or a year and a half, you know? And, like, finally I feel confident enough in my vocals to be able to start recording it. Some shit starts to go down, like, you know, hard times with us, hard times with our producer as well. So that's why we're bringing out this mixtape. Because it's kind of a preview for the full length. Okay. And we've been working hard on it. We've been working for years, like I said, but it just, like, it wasn't coming out quick enough, and we were tired of it. We were tired of not having anything out that represented the three of us, because all we had out was We Fucked Up and a bunch of Hard Times volumes. They're just me in a fucking bedroom.
Right. Any band's gonna get tired if they have to overcome so many obstacles, you know?
Yeah, and I just, and we figured the best way to start
burden almost, right? So
getting our name back, and the best way to start making money to support ourselves in other fucking ventures, like actually making the full-length album and doing that, was to bring out a 4-song sampler, you know, mixtape of our full-length album that's coming out.
And tapes seem to be a good format that a lot of people are kind of taking back, because I guess CDs also a good format.
Yeah, but no, tapes are like vinyl. They're coming back, right?
Yeah.
So, like,
I see weird ways.
No, I understand. I understand.
Honestly.
The CDs, yes, they sound good in quality. I will not knock the quality of a good CD, because I own CDs as well, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, to hold a physical copy of something that a band produced and have it last in the long run, tapes for me.
I would.
But tapes, you play them 4 times and they start coiling up and
they'll get warped that quick.
No,
they're gonna have a condom in them.
If they stay on the sun, they're gonna get warped really quick. But
I've played my band's tape 100 times, and it's like,
you kids don't understand. Me and Rye know the reality of tapes. You guys are like, tapes are like a sexy old like archetype or archetype.
Kind of like you.
Archetype. What word am I looking for?
Luke is definitely the daddy of the band.
I hate tapes. I remember that shit when I was your age.
Daddy in attitude and in principle, but Luke is the daddy in age. They're the ones who've got it all of a sudden on a level playing field, and I'm the dumbass dreamer.
Looking for Artifact?
Artifact, yes, yeah. Chronologically, I'm the daddy, but I'm not actually. I'm not I'm not the wisest or the smartest, but I am the smartest and the wisest. So, take that as you will. I don't know. No, but I just think tapes are a stupid idea.
So screw you all, heavy experience.
That's what we're doing anyway. So come out, everyone, next Friday. Common Cycles.
It's a weird format. See, for me, like, I have 2 of Rob's
$5.
tapes. I'll probably never listen to the tape itself, but it's gonna sit on my shelf like an awesome ornament. It had a download code in it.
Come up for some good.
And I was able to support the band. I was able to support the band, which is the biggest thing, right? Like, they got a tape. Yeah, I get to put something on my shelf, and there's a download code in it. So technically, I bought your album. Maybe I don't listen to the actual physical.
It's good to actually, like,
but realistically, if you're gonna buy a CD of something and you want to keep it well, put it in your computer.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Put it on your computer and then don't touch it ever again.
Well, that's pretty much what I did with the Convoy's Plexiglass album. It was a square album, like really badass as hell, right? So
you recorded their live set too at that.
I did, yeah.
It sounded
awesome. The Lathe Cut album, the Lathe Cut they did, Actually, you know what, man? I used to knock Lathe Cut because a band called Dry Heat from London did a Lathe Cut album,
right?
And I guess the cut of it like didn't really go well with the needle I have, because I don't really have a good needle on my record player, and I put like a little nickel on it, so it actually sounded like.
Oh, really? No, I spent about $100 on my needle to make sure it lasted a while.
Yeah, me too. I'm about to fucking do that.
It's like a diamond needle.
Yeah, pretty much exactly. It'll last forever, right?
So. Oh yeah. But no, Lathe. They actually did Lathe good, man. I saw the product, and it was like, you know what? I actually will say if a band wants to go and do a Lathe Cut, do it, man.
Well, next show you guys have the evac, man. I'll gladly do it live because the acoustics in there are fantastic.
Yeah.
Because the Convoy's the second band I recorded live, and it came out perfectly.
Actually,
because the first band I did live it was about 3 years ago called The Nursery. They're from Toronto.
I know that band.
Yeah, and then
and
then new evac's going to be a lot better for recording too.
So, but the acoustic were fantastic because I was in the front row each time, right? So I was standing right there, so I just put the phone in my lap and just sit there and enjoy the show, right?
Yeah.
So I just had to be careful when I started getting into it. Moving the right knee instead of the other knee with the phone, so I didn't drop it off, right?
Damn it!
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Boom. Oh.
I understand that, man. I do. That's a toughie. It's just like you're grooving and the phone falls off.
Either way, it works. So like I said, the acoustics are fantastic. I put some video up too because I did a video of when they did a Safe and Sound.
Yeah.
So I made I used my phone and videotaped it, and it came out really well because I put that on YouTube. So
killer, man.
So
Killer.
Convoy's
They're
live.
a great band. They're fucking great guys too.
It was cool because
they're bros. Like
yeah. Because
love those guys, man.
Seb and Jason, Seb's the drummer and Jason's the singer, right?
Yeah.
So they've been friends for a long time, and their bassist left recently, and we replaced him with a good friend of Jason's, Marty.
Yeah.
And,
is he the one that was playing at evac, or is
yeah, he's the one playing evac, and that's
Marty.
Marty.
The guy with the dancey fucking butt.
Yeah,
shaking his butt the whole time.
Yeah, Marty's cool, and like one thing I was like really appreciative about because one of my favorite songs there is it's called Twister Part 2, and they played it, and after the show we were talking, and that's one of Marty's favorite songs too. So like that's one of the reasons they played it at the show was because it was one of his favorite songs as well.
That's cool, man. That's rad.
So, but they did it for a while, and then the thing is too is like I went to that show with a buddy of mine.
Yeah.
And and Jason's now wife, like I didn't realize it was his girlfriend at the time because she was with a whole bunch of friends dancing. And
I met her too. Yeah.
Yeah. She came out and
yeah, she was there, right? So at the very front, and then I seen him again, and because we're friends on Facebook and Instagram and the whole thing. So
yeah.
It's like, congratulations, got married. It's like no, like I told her, I said, I remember when we first saw you because I didn't realize because we were dating. So I was dating for a long time, blah blah. We got married this summer. Like, went to Korea because he's Korean. So so it was a good night. That's kind of like I said, I couldn't continue on to meet up with you guys later.
It was good to meet you then.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You approached us with like such humbleness, and it was like, oh, thank you.
You're just like, yo, I'm gonna play your shit. And I was like, wow.
All right.
Well, like I said, man, I'm a huge musical lover, and this pretty much gave me that opportunity to start doing this 4 years ago. And playing the music I like and interviewing the bands and stuff I always wanted to do, but there's like. It's not that I couldn't go through and do the schooling, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But this is an easier avenue, and now I can ask the questions I want. It doesn't have to be.
Schooling nowadays is not the path to what you want to do. It can be the path,
but it's never had to be the path.
No,
it was easier for it to not be the path.
90% of the time, the true path is through doing it actually, not through, I have a piece of paper, I can be a radio broadcast journalist. Yeah. It's through doing it. It's through doing what you're doing. You're doing it. You have a fucking computer in your shed, and I don't understand it, but you're doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as if I can compliment completely what he's saying, I mean, I think the music world could benefit having more people like yourself in it, man. So I appreciate exactly what you're doing, even if it's like through an own samadhi of yourself.
You not only cared enough enough to have us on here, but you cared enough to play us for the last few months.
To do a showcase of the band, you know?
We can't fucking thank you enough, dude.
Well, like I said, I can enjoy doing this. I really like the band, but no, this is an avenue where I can do what I want. So I'm not governed. I don't have to play a set list the entire time and hit the computer and just sit back and do a crossword while it's playing. Right? I pay attention. I'm making my own set list. I mean, every show is pre-planned. Like my music show on Saturdays. Like, I have a set list, the entire thing. I've got each single laid out, song by song.
Yeah.
And even if
I love your new music Saturdays, by the way.
Thanks, man. But if we could do, breaks and play, some of the audio clips we do, for The Simpsons, that sort of thing, That's penned in as well, In between track 5 and 6, we're going to do this thing right here, right? So, and I plan for everything just because that's the sort of thing it is. But I like doing that. I like sitting down and taking the time and making it go out. A lot of times I'll make last-minute changes.
Yeah.
And it usually works out for the better. But it's one of those things, I'll have a set list and I'll be listening. And then I'll be looking at the tracks like, you know what? I don't think that next track will fit, so I'll skip that and pick another one and put it in its place and kind of follow it up and kind of just so it's flowing the entire time. Not necessarily you're kind of your low heavy low or
Yeah.
heavy low, that sort of thing. It's a consistent, you know, not enough to make it like boring where you're like nodding off because it's just too like
it's all the same shit.
That's
right.
That usually goes along the lines of what I tell anybody who kind of wants to draw from music. I always tell them, like, don't be complacent, don't settle, go get what you want and draw from it, man.
And don't allow yourself to consider anything a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, what the
fuck acting that way,
man.
Like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm a Clay Aiken fan.
Dude,
that's
yeah.
embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. You want to know why? Because that dude's got fucking pipes, man. That dude's got pipes. You know what? He's also a huge contributor to the LGBTQ
because you like
community,
Clay
which
Aiken.
we are as well.
Why
would I not fucking consider that?
That man's eyes are beautiful. You like Clay Aiken.
Yeah.
Clay, I'm Aiken.
Oh my god!
Clay, I'm taken.
You guys hear? Clay Aiken actually has a new album out right now.
What?
It's called Aiken for Men.
Well, that's actually my name.
Wow.
That's my name. I'm Aiken for Men.
No one's laughing here. That was hilarious. Clay Aiken has a new album called Aiken for Men.
That was the worst.
Yeah, but that's actually my band's name.
The views expressed by Luke are not necessarily those of the Dr. Bone Show. And wow.
Yeah, no, word.
So,
that's that like that small little like thin line divide right there.
Wow, really, dude? Like,
you want some real shit? You want some real shit on the Dr. Bones Jones show? You're gonna hear it right now.
I'm gonna walk over there and kiss you.
Right. So Luke is cut off.
Kiss so hard.
But
tune in next week. You're gonna hear more.
Oh my god,
crazy shit.
But all in all, we're gonna hear a preview next Friday, and then there'll be another show not too much longer after that, so we can see what's coming up and wait for the new stuff. And as soon as you get it, send over, we'll play as well. So a big thank you to you guys for joining me this evening.
No
It's been a great time, and we'll definitely do this again soon. Probably once the album comes out, we'll
thank you. The album will come out. You can get it, like, you'll be able to get it on Bandcamp or off us at shows and stuff like that. You can check us out on Facebook. Just search up Common Cycles, or Instagram Common Cycles. You know that Twitter Cycles Love.
Thank Dana White, the Fertitas, UFC.
You're like Peter Chris, man. Just get in the corner and shut up.
Gary Busey. Yeah, actually, thank you for having us, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's been a pleasure. So that's going to wrap up for tonight. So thank you guys, everybody, for listening to Common Cycles. And we'll be playing a show next Friday, February 12th at Call the Office. For their mixtape, you can hear Friends, Drinks, and Things We Can Remember, as well as 3 other songs. Until then, we'll be back tomorrow for the Music Society with the Mad Andersons. Thank you guys so much for listening. Bones out.
Bye-bye.
Peace.